What year this come out, babe?
74.
My husband say this came out in 74. I think this came out before 74. I mean, climbing to the top. And the reason I think this came out, we trying to figure out what year this came out, y'all. I think it came out, we had to be at least like 7 or 6. Because I knew the words. David Byrne turned his mother out.
What was that movie? Saturday Night Fever.
Saturday Night Fever. We trying to figure out when Disco Inferno and Burn Baby Burn. Hello. We trying to figure out when this record came out. I think he came out about my husband said 1974. I say about 1976, 1977. What's up, beautiful people? So, oh God, oh my God, that's a whole truck. Oh Jesus, listen, you. Oh Lord, God bless him. Oh bless him. Bad accident, y'all. Bless the people. We're trying to figure out when Burn Baby Burn started. Honey, what are my thoughts on Diddy? That's what I came on here to let y'all know. We're going to talk about Diddy tonight on Nights with Nikki. I've had so much stuff going on, my own set of issues, but it's very important. Thank you, Michael, for asking that question. It's very important that we unpack this Diddy situation, and we're going to unpack it from a different perspective, right? It's a lot of people out here it was 1976. I knew it. See, I knew I was a little bit older. Thank you for finding that out, babe. It was 1976. Boom, bam, boom. So they know something like that. They obviously looked it up because they're in front of a computer. Right. Yeah, I'm trying to brush my edges down so I don't look so cute, so horrible to beat me. But we're going to talk about this Diddy thing, and I want to unpack it from a different place. I want to talk about it from the perspective of women in this industry and what for years has been going on, and now all of a sudden, and it's not all of a sudden making mainstream news, right? We know about Harvey Weinstein, we know about R. Kelly, we know about Bill Cosby, we know about she did look it up, she was 7 years old, there it is, or I don't know if Andre, okay, I don't know, but they did look it up. They were 7 years old, just like me. It wasn't 74, but it wasn't 74. Man, looked it up already, babe. Okay, but you was 3 years old if I was right. It was 1976. We was 7. You was 8. Or 9, depending on when it came out. Wives are always right. But back to the Diddy thing. We're going to definitely talk about it. We're going to definitely open it up and unpack it because, man, this shit been going on for a long time. What does this say about the industry overall, right? What I'm really interested in, man, y'all know I'm interested in finding out who else done it. Because he ain't did that by himself. That's my whole point. We know, she got a whole demonic star in there. Oh, that's a he. Lord. God bless us. I saw that where Kevin Liles is stepping down. I heard a couple other people stepping down too. And I have to tread lightly because, you know, I am still a part of this industry. In fact, I'm doing something on in October, and I'll post it with the National Museum for African American Music and the R&B Foundation. And we're talking about a lot of these issues that have been happening with creatives in this industry for a long time. Somebody said, I'm interested in seeing you step in at Warner and being the dope executive you are. I'll take it. Give it to me. But see, the reason why they wouldn't listen, the reason why they wouldn't allow me to be a music executive or a record executive in this industry is because I'll do what I've been doing for the last 30 years that I've been in this business, which is I speak too much truth to the powers that be. The people who are in control at these record labels, baby, they don't look nothing like us, and they're not about to relinquish the control because you control the narratives in our community. I mean, think about it. Think about how much influence that this man had over our whole entire community. You can watch the Latavia interview at, hold on, I always forget to do this. Hold on, y'all. You can watch the Latavia interview at worthtv.com. My husband always forgets, or worth.tv. YouTube. You always forget to tell me to make sure I plug our platform. Okay, right, okay. Hold on, let me do this. Let me tag it. so y'all know where to go to see it. And you can also see a snippet of the Sarah Stokes. We have a documentary called Broken Things that we have actually been working on since 2017. And Sarah Stokes, who is from Diddy's Making the Band, is the subject of the documentary. She did a show with me called From the Bottom Up, where she was really transparent about the essay. You know what's foul, and the reason why it's going to be really hard for us to have these real candid conversations about essay is because we have to use words like essay, and people who don't know what that is or don't know what that means, like you can't just say the R word. You got to say the R word. You got to say essay. You know, any real shit that like really is about opening up conversations that start the process of healing, can't really do those in social media, which is why we're going to do a whole deep dive and show our series on WIRFTV.com. That's the reason why I created that platform. So let me get back to this comment about me running Warner Brothers or running a record label. Baby, let me tell you something. Yes, I would do a project with the Clark sisters in a heartbeat. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. I would take an in-house job in a heart. Well, we real careful. I'm not driving, number one. My husband is driving, but head is always on the swivel. We got watchers watching the watchers. You too, Roderick. I'm joking. Not to bother you, but can you give advice to people? I'm trying to be a songwriter. I'm scared. Okay, yep. We're going to be doing a lot of those conversations as well. Those conversations are going to be a part of our WIRFTV.com platform, right? Yeah, we, you know, at the end of the day, guys, here's the thing. What's been going on, you obviously can see based on the allegations, and I would like for us to all keep in mind that these are all allegations. He is still innocent until proven guilty, period. And looks like he's going to get a trial, which, you know, it's funny how those of us who are innocent, getting to a trial is a hard thing to do. But when you're guilty, you either get a summary judgment, which basically means the innocent person doesn't get a shot at the trial, like in my case with P-Valley. Or you're guilty and they're going to give you all the time in the world to try to convince the people that you're not. And you get a trial. So it's really interesting how this judicial system works. But we will definitely be covering every step of this Diddy trial. We will be covering it from a different perspective. You know, I'm really sad to see what's happening. I'm sad for his children. I'm sad for all of the victims, first and foremost. I'm sad for all of the victims, all the people who were afraid to speak their truth and tell the truth about what they've been going through. And I'm just going to share, you guys, break down the fourth wall and share with you guys on the Sarah Stokes documentary, which we did long before any of these allegations with Diddy came up. This isn't just like, oh, all of a sudden now we just gonna hurry up and throw out a documentary. We did this documentary many years ago. We invested a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of energy. And I started pitching it to film festivals, and I started pitching it to TV networks. And everybody I pitched it to said, oh, it's too dark. It's too dark, and it doesn't have any levity, and it's too raw, right? Now, that's something we started, 2015, 2016, when we first found out about what happened with Sarah. And now here we are almost 10 years later. And we're finding out that I was really, you know, in a space when the R. Kelly documentary came out, the Surviving R. Kelly. Because I was pitching the Sarah Stokes documentary, Broken Things, on her journey through SA and the industry and the impact of it, right? We take a deep dive. This documentary isn't just about exploiting her trauma and exploiting her pain. We sat down and we talked with reporters, we talked with journalists, we talked with therapists, we talked with police officers, we talked with law enforcement people. Like, we really dug deep to uncover what typically happens with victims. And also, in Sarah's case, we discovered that the mayor of the town that she lived in, Sarah Stokes, no, she's not related to Chris Stokes. The mayor of the town that she lived in was also, babe, remember we found out about that whole situation? He was actually being looked at around the same time that Sarah's father was accused, and Sarah's mother's boyfriend was accused of SAing her. Her father is now in jail, spending 30 to 60 years in prison. The judge said it's one of the worst cases he'd ever seen. But what we discovered in the process of making this documentary is that, you said what, babe? Yeah, is that, well, I got stuff from Sam's. But if you want, we can. I feel like we should order it. But sorry guys. In the process of making this documentary, we discovered that the mayor and like some other folks were being looked into for similar dirty, rotten deeds, and that Sarah's father had a bunch of other victims, other girls in the neighborhood. Y'all are good for my brain. Please, you guys, while I'm thinking about it, I got like 5,000 things on my brain. I feel like for the last since R&B because I just been going, right? But so I don't forget, we have another big major surgery coming up with my baby sister, and another serious brain surgery, and I need you guys. I'm doing a prayer line or prayer call on Sunday, so just look out for that, because even if you don't join the call, I ask that you guys put prayers and positive energy out there for my sister who's battling glioblastoma, which is brain cancer. But to your point of just being patient and trusting God, we just out here trusting God. It's so difficult with everything that's going on. But what I'm realizing, somebody said something really interesting to me on a call yesterday. Corruption is being revealed everywhere, right? Everywhere. The corrupt ones are getting exactly what they've put out into the universe tenfold. And my husband said something interesting about, some of the ones that we've lost and some of the victims of the atrocities of this industry. And we were talking about how you can get victory from the grave. And I was just thinking about, Pac was my boy. Like, that was my people. Biggie was my people. Whenever I think about them and I think about how young they were, it makes me really sad. So getting to a point where we're starting to, I forget the guy's name, Keefe D, and like all those people, and I see Suge's podcast, which we got to look up because I'm sure it's going to be another one. I'm watching and I'm paying attention and I'm learning so much. In the entertainment industry, y'all, that's the reason why I get shadow banned. That's the reason why I be 3. Y'all know my lies, because I'm going to tell the truth about it. So yeah, I would love to be at a Universal Music Group. I would love to be at a Sony. I would love to be at a major record label. But I believe in artist development. I believe in picking great talent. I believe in taking care of your talent. I believe in partnerships versus master and slave, which is a term we use in music to describe, the product. There's a master recording and a slave, Y'all get my drift. Prince wrote it on the side of his cheek. There's a way to make this work. There's a way to fix this problem. There's a way to get back to music that will be around for generations. Music is a universal language, and it either inspires corruption and destruction or inspires people to grow and thrive and become better. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight on Nights with Nikki. We're going to talk about how long this corruption has been a part of this industry, who is still a part of the corruption in this industry right now, or we don't know, but we're going to find out through this trial, I hope, and how we change lanes and do better, right? So join us tonight for Nights with Nikki. I'm going to let Funky Deneva and them YouTube princes and queens and kings and shit have that 8 o'clock slap. So I'll see y'all about 9:30. But we're going to open this conversation up and have a different conversation about what's going on with Diddy, what's going on in this industry, and what we can do to amplify messages that help us solve the problem. Because that's what I'm here for. We're going to talk about it. We're going to fix the problem. All right? I'll see y'all tonight. Nights with Nikki. Make sure you subscribe. Worth.tv, YouTube. Watch this shit. It's going to be good. All of it. Peace.